Gaffer, Doncaster Rovers at home on Saturday, and I guess you want to continue where you left off at Home Park.
Absolutely. Listen, there's a lot of Home Park I wasn't happy with, and you can't come out in the minutes or hours afterwards and have a 5-1 away win and start knocking certain aspects of it. But we weren't happy with certain aspects of it. But we've trained well in the week. The boys had a couple of days off, but we've come in and trained really well. Doncaster Rovers come to town. They've outperformed and outplayed Portsmouth last week, and I think if we finish above Portsmouth at the end of the season, I think we'll be playing Championship football. So it's a real, in my opinion, another real tough afternoon for us.
Yeah. Managers don't really get wrapped in the essence of two managers that know each other on the touchline, and two managers that have managed the same club. It's just 3 points at the end of the day, but you can see why fans and people in the media get quite excited by it.
People get wrapped up in it. Listen, I've said many times this week, and I've said it before. I've been one of them supporters in the London Road End singing Grant McCann's name when he was an outstanding player for the football club, and I'll never forget the day in my life at Old Trafford when this football club got promoted and that free kick, and I think I sung his name all the way back to Peterborough, amongst thousands of Posh fans. So all that side is taken to side, and as a young manager, I training ground games with him and often seen him at matches, and we'd have a catch up. So I would say a working relationship rather than a close relationship, because I don't profess to know them in any other way. But what he'll bring is a real desire to win a football match. And I think anyone who gets sacked by a football club who goes back, or whether you're sacked to let go or you leave through your own violations, and you want to go back and watch your team do really well. And so that'll be a factor, but there'll be nothing between myself and Grant. He'll get I hope he gets a warm reception by the Posh fans. I'm sure he will. I hope he does, because I've been very fortunate in my career to go back to Crawley and to Rotherham, and I've got no doubt when I go back to Leeds, I'll get a deserving ovation from them as well, the supporters, and they're brilliant up there, and they're brilliant here. So he'll get that reception, but when the referee blows that first whistle, then it's time to win the football match.
They were in action on Tuesday night in the EFL Cup. Obviously, as you mentioned, the lads had a couple of days to recover after the long trip back from Plymouth. I guess when a side has a game in the midweek and you don't, you can use that to your advantage, just as they will, in terms of the fact they keep the consistency of performance.
Well, I travelled up to watch it, and when I got within about half an hour of the ground, I seen the team come through, and I thought, I wish I hadn't gone. He left everyone who was a good player out. Well, he still had some good players, but he left 4 or 5 out, obviously, knowing how much this probably means to Grant on Saturday is why he's done that. Otherwise, there would be no reason to. But so I didn't see a great deal, but I've still seen enough from certain players just to refresh my memory on them, and it'll be a different team here Saturday.
And in terms of team selection, you've stuck with the same side for the majority of this season. Is it something you're looking at now as refreshing it up, or is it a case of playing your best team that's available at the moment in time to win the game?
Well, I think that's the latter part is correct. You play what you think in your own head is the best team to win the game. I've already said I wasn't happy with certain aspects of what happened down at Plymouth, although the result and the sharpness in the front areas was great. But it's maybe now is the time just to do 1 or 2 changes to the team. And fortunately for us, we've not got 1 or 2 working really hard and playing really well in training and games to get in. We've got 8 or 9, so we're very fortunate in that front. So there may be some changes, but we'll do that tomorrow when we go on the training ground, and myself and Paul Rayner, are the 2 final people that have a chat about it, and I think we're both there today and where we want to be, but we'll sleep on it and see where we are tomorrow.
Obviously the loan window closes on Friday afternoon. You said earlier on that you're trying to find Barry. I've not seen him either. Is he still trying to get someone in for you?
Listen, if we don't get someone in, he's gone missing on purpose, hasn't he? Mr McCann, our chairman's told Barry, go home and switch your phone off to the manager. No, listen, our chairman has echoed my words. We know who we want. There's 2 specific targets. There's only one of them going to come into the football club. Barry's working hard. He gave me an update just at the back end of training this morning as to where we are. So we're really at the beck and call of Mr Fry getting another one in for us. But it would be one, and then we're good to go. We've got a fantastic squad. If I get no one in it, it's not going to be. It's not going to be a real problem to any of us. We've got the youngest Posh squad, probably many years in that dressing room. They're real hunger and desire to get into the team. We've got a fantastic support now in the city. I've been around it all week. They're maybe just starting to believe maybe this is a good team. Maybe it's a good team. because after 5 games we've not proved we're a good team. If we're still playing and getting the same points percentage returns as we go forward after 10 or 12 and 15 games, then we really believe we've got a good team. But there's a lot of us still working hard to prove it.
And just finally on the injury front, nobody disturbing Daniel at the moment?
It's full credit to Daniel Sim, the head of medical, and to Lee Taylor, our sports and conditioning coach, and of course to the main coach here, Paul Rayner. They design the programme, so they come to me and I simply tick the box when it's as good as what it is. The programmes are varied, the individual plans are exciting, they're keeping the players on the training pitch, they're working them hard and getting them available for selection on the Saturday. And long may it continue that I look at my squad and think everyone could play on Saturday or Tuesday. That's the sign of you're doing a lot right, and more right than wrong.